Join me every Tuesday for fun and games and play for cash. That's right. SILVYAMID, the fun word guessing game is back and you can come aboard and play. Just email us your name and contact information and you are there, baby. Yeah.
Welcome to the Queen Silvy Show. In 11, good Tim. Get smooth with Tim. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna get creative with the sound. Out your mouth, reaching all over the world. Queen Silvy in the house. Win the show, but the number one spot. It's the Queen Silvy Show. It's the Queen Silvy Show. It's the Queen Silvy Show.
You are listening to Queen Silvy Show. Out of the royalty.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, this is Smooth Tim, and welcome to another Tuesday on the fabulous Queen Silvy Show. It is now my absolute pleasure to introduce to you the world's sexiest granny, everybody's favorite comedian, Queen Silvy.
That's right. It is me, Queen Silvy, of the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. Thank you for tuning in, listening in, watching, wherever you are. Hey, you have time to spread the word. You are in for a great treat today on The Queen Silvy Show. Smooth, how are you today?
I'm doing terrific on this Tuesday, Queen, and may I ask, how are you doing?
As always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose.
That's
it's 24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, you're just simply
amazing.
Yes,
I know, right? It is what it is.
You look stunning today, by the way. Really? Okay, babe.
Okay. But hey, I may be amazing, but you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing, as well as the amazing guests that we have today, as well as announcements.
Absolutely. On today's show, we have a brand ambassador. We have from Modeling Magazine. I'm going to love talking to her.
Yes, you are.
Shai'Vonne is going to tell us her story.
All right, I'm looking forward to this.
I'm looking forward to that, too. Also, again, our hearts and prayers are going out to the people in Ukraine. What's going on? It sounds like maybe they might be scaling some of that back. Who knows? Let's make some headway and have some peace, you know.
Absolutely.
Also, if you would, look at the top of the screen while we are conversating. You'll see scrolling. Yep, our social media sites, that's right. And go to www.thequeensilvyshow.com. Get yourself into our friends list by going to the contact tab and dropping us your email, and you'll keep up with what we have going on in the show, as well as if you'd like to have a chance or the opportunity to play SILVYAMID. That's the game we're going to be playing on later today, right, Silvy?
Right on.
Oh, all right. And it's a chance for some cash prizes. We love giving away cash occasionally when Uncle Sam gives us some.
Oh, well, he say, I love paying it forward. I'll give you what's in my refrigerator.
I know you
Help
do.
you out. You know
That's
this.
just the kind of person
I
you
know,
are.
that's right.
Again, Queen Silvy, you're simply
Amazing. I
yes,
know,
you are.
right?
Okay, let's move on with the show now. Enough amazing. Anyhow,
Long as he
but
knows.
as long as we're talking about amazing, because you are worth it. Foxy 5 Jewelry.
That's
It is
right.
sassy, elegant, and affordable jewelry and accessories for you and or that someone special. That's right. Get a hold of Monica Wright on Facebook or visit her website at www.foxy5jewelry.com. Another way to keep up with this queen is to go to our YouTube channel. So you can catch all 3 of our shows, right? And some other projects that we work on, cartoons, stuff like that, movies. We're all over the place. We just can't help ourselves.
Everywhere.
But anyhow, go ahead and go to YouTube. Just type in The Queen Silvy Show. And while you're there, please subscribe to our channel. Also, you know what? How your lawn looks is a whole heck of a lot about you.
Does.
That's right.
I'm no hoarder.
I can't handle it myself. So we put our lawn care maintenance into the hands of a professional who really cares.
Right.
That's Top Notch Lawn Care of Toledo, Ohio. They are reasonable, reliable, and insured. You can get a hold of them, and they will give you free estimates year long. Commercial and residential services are available. 419-708-0005. And that concludes our announcements.
Well, thank you very much, Smooth.
I thank you very much, Queen.
Hey, and I thank you for tuning in to the Queen Silvy Show on this terrific Tuesday. You are so in for a treat. I have a beautiful, multi-talented, successful woman. But hey, we are all human. We go through things in life. She's going to share her journey and tell you what she's doing right now, currently, which is so fantastic. Spread the word. And as Smooth said, the lines are open. You're more than welcome to call in and ask our guest a question, give a shout out, or holler at Smooth and myself. That number is 817-602-0577. Hey, that's the number to the Queen Silvy Show. Get yourself connected in. So before I begin my conversation with my beautiful guest, what I'd like to do at this moment is I'd like to share some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. To fall in love with yourself is the first secret to happiness. I mean, you owe yourself the love that you so freely give to other people. And how you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. Beauty, your beauty, begins the moment you decide to be yourself. So love yourself unconditionally, just as you love those closest to you despite their faults, right? Okay? And those are some motivational words from the Queen Silvy Show to you. Oh, there's that audience, because you know I charged their ass last night. So we are raring to go, baby. We are raring to go. And they are going to be applauding because we have a magnificent guest that is here on this terrific Tuesday. Being a survivor of rape and domestic violence only made this beautiful queen stronger and successful. She's a 9-time published supermodel, actress, radio host,
Yes.
brand ambassador for MTM Modeling Magazine, and more. Here to share her story and her fantastic accomplishments, I introduce to you from Birmingham, Alabama, Shai'Vonne Webster. Hey, Shai'Vonne.
Heidi, hi.
How are you today?
I'm great. I thank you guys so much for having me.
Well,
Oh
you
my
are more than
God.
great. You are stunning, if I may say so.
You are as well. Thank
Well, I
you
mean,
so
what
much.
you wake up like this?
A little bit.
Right,
On the
right.
Side, on the side. I got that side view. You see that side view?
That's what's up. That's
Cheekbones.
that's what's up, girl. That's what's up. You are looking very beautiful. I appreciate you taking the time and being here on the Queen Silvy Show, Birmingham, Alabama. You know, I remember myself personally riding Greyhound back in the day and going through
Wow.
Alabama. I've never stopped. I don't know, the sights and attractions, but you, if you will,
Yes.
tell me, for a first timer visiting Birmingham, Alabama, what is it for us?
Well, okay, so I'm originally from Bessemer, Alabama. It's in the metropolitan, the Hoover,
Mm-hmm.
Birmingham metropolitan area. So it's basically about, I'll say 10 minutes or less outside of Birmingham. But the as the gist of it is now I'm actually in Birmingham. I've been in Birmingham. Like I said, it's only 10 minutes out of from my original, from where I graduated from, which is
Mhm.
just Lanier High School, class of 2000. So that was like going on 21 years ago.
Who's counting? Who's counting, girl? You
Yes.
look good.
Hey.
I ain't gonna tell you my year, but just guess what? Who's counting? Who cares?
I know, right? Yes. So Birmingham, coming to Birmingham, we had a years ago they built a theme park. Now it has it was called Vision Land then, and it's now Splash Adventures. So it's really a really great water park, for your family. That's one of the attractions that we have a lot of people that's coming in town going to. And then we also, Birmingham, Alabama is known for Martin Luther King coming to do the protests, the civil rights movement.
Mm-hmm.
He came here, and we have the Black History, the museum, the Civil Rights Museum. We have the four little girls, the church bombing. It happened here,
A lot of
and I
history.
think yes, I think 1963. So we have a lot of tourists coming to see where the church stood. They actually have rebuilt the 16th Street, and it's called the 16th Street Baptist Church. So that's where the four little girls were bombed during the civil rights movement. So it's definitely like a grand. It's called the Magic City.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, so hey, we only make magic here in Birmingham.
Uh-oh, I like that. I
Yes.
thought I only made magic in my house, but that's another story. That's another story right there. But listen, you're beautiful. I'm honored to have you on the show. You are a model, actress, radio personality, brand ambassador, a busy mom of three. Girl, you are making us very proud, setting a great
Thank you.
example, a legacy, if I will, for you. But where do you derive your inspiration from?
God.
Amen.
Listen. If I didn't know God, I don't know everybody's. Hey, a lot of people, they're into what they're into, but listen, like my dad told me a long time ago, it's better to believe in God and there's not a God than to not believe in God and there's a God. So that's when your faith kicks in to motion, because Shai'Vonne would not be sitting here talking to you right now.
Okay.
I would have been dead a long time ago if it wasn't for my faith and just praying and hoping that there is a God. It has to be. It's no entity. It's no higher power. It's God. I derive from that, like, because if I would be non-existent if it wasn't. So I can't say a human being or any type of any person is where I derive, like where I get my, I call them superpowers from.
That's all right.
I feel like a superhero sometimes.
Well, you
because
know what?
being a mom and doing everything else, balancing, oh my God, I feel like I have on a cape, and my cape sometimes slide off, but I grab it back on, and again, it's because of God. That's it.
That's right. He knows how much we can bear, you know.
Yes, they say that, and sometimes I say, God, now I don't know if you up there being funny, but I can't take this. God, now you said that but God, I can't. I can't. God, it's too much.
But you know what? Then again, look at it. It's not too much because
Yes.
I always tell people you can't walk in nobody's shoes unless you bought them at a
Ooh.
Goodwill or yard sale. Other than that, you
Yes.
cannot walk through the shoes or the path that you were giving. But you've come through it. So hey,
Yes.
that's a blessing in itself to telling you to keep on holding on to that faith. I always say
Yes.
during this pandemic, faith over fear. And something, it's a joke and it's not easy, but trust me, it will help get you even through depression. But before we
Yes.
begin, before we go through, before you got to this path of success, Shai'Vonne, you've experienced what 1 in 4 women and men, don't leave out the men because men go through this as well
They
in
do.
their
I think
lifetime.
they get more so laughed at if it's from a woman, and it's just some men. I think that the men that go through it, they have mothers and sisters that they really care about and daughters. So those men will be the more tortured, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think if a man is in domestic, it's because he loves, you know, his family, and he doesn't hit back. Doesn't mean he's weak,
Right.
but it just means that I have morals and I was raised a certain way.
Absolutely.
I do think that is a big difference. It does depend on how a person is raised.
I do agree with you on that. Domestic abuse, which is also known as domestic violence or intimate partner violence, which is when it's a pattern or behavior
Yes.
intended to establish or retain power or control over their intimate partner. I mean, I feel for the men that actually go through it because there are some dominant women that, hey, they don't play. There are some men that don't mean that they're weak, but, they built up to what a man's supposed to be and don't realize, it is a serious matter. There's a strong man that I know that has come forward about this here, and it takes a lot to do it just like it does for us women. Now,
Yes,
for
because
you,
what I do, I call it the Sophia and Harpo. I mean, that's just, when a man gets beat up, that's the first thing as, growing up. Yeah, this is Sophia. And
Yes.
I've seen a lot of Sophias. So.
right. Well, for
Yes.
you, share with me, if you will, about that time in your life dealing with rape and domestic violence?
Well, it started after my first child was born, and if I didn't want to have sex, it was forced upon me. It was done in front of my kids, in front of one of my best friends. I got locked in the house, and she was able to see through the window. And of course, if my we've been friends. Her name is Kim, and we've been friends for so long. And she looked through the window, trying to just beat the window out. And I'm on the stair, just with hands here, and just she can see everything that's going on through the window. Then I had instances where my son would come and try to, you know, grab my attacker off of me, and he would get like backhanded, and he'll fly like into even all of this broken collarbone. My son has had his arm broken, and all that for trying to help me. So as the years went on, I was afraid. I was afraid to tell. So as the years went on, it was more so because some people domestic is getting beat up. Well, mine was rape by the person that I was with. Some people don't see it as domestic, but it's domestic, definitely. And they're like, well, if you're in a relationship with that person, it's not rape. If you say no, it's rape. If you're getting pinned down and choked, it's rape.
Right on.
Okay.
Right
if
on.
you can't move, it's rape. Okay. If it's done in front of your children, it's rape. Then as the years went on, it kind of subsided some, and then that person ended up being with someone else, finally leaving me alone for a while because someone had their attention. Well, when it didn't work with them, it's back to me. Okay, I'm the first son's mother, so it was back to me. So in 2013, my son came home from his weekend visit, and he had on a long sleeve shirt, and it was hot. So, I didn't think nothing of it. Lift up his shirt. I mean, he's black and blue. Hmm. So he goes to school. I try to cover it up because I'm scared at this point. And they call me from the school. I'm like, hey, you need to get here. We just called DHR. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? I know his, dad did it, but what am I going to say? When DHR got in, they made us, we actually were living further kind of in Birmingham. We were living in an apartment then. And they came to the house, the detectives, they took pictures of my son's arms and everything. And my mom, like it was horrific. Horrific is horrific to, everybody's definition of horrific is, but if your child is beat up black and blue,
right, right.
I don't care. It's horrific. It was a horrific sight to see my son, and he could barely like move his arms. And I said, son, what happened? He said, because I had white stuff around my mouth. I forgot to get it off. You know how you brush your teeth when you're going into school? He said he just punched me on the way to school. And he kept reenacting. He just kept punching me on the way to school. And my heart just went to my feet. By then, DHR, the policemen, they came, they got us out. We had to go into protective custody for 3 months. We was in a domestic violence shelter. My mom was a principal. She was a teacher. Where I came from, the neighborhood I came from, me having to go, people like, I know they wouldn't believe this, Shai'Vonne Webster has to go into a domestic violence shelter. Okay. The week before, the chief of police of Birmingham, Alabama did a domestic violence video. I played the character of the best friend. Just so happened before this, they say sometimes things happen a certain way. A week later, I ended up in the same domestic violence shelter that the chief of police of Birmingham was over. And when she saw me on the video and saw me as a person in her shelter, she brought me in and talked, just like, you just never know. So we stayed in that shelter. We had to relocate. I was a surgery scheduler at UAB Medical West, which is a hospital here, and had to quit my job. Well, literally leave my job, leave my residence. The shelter told us we couldn't contact any family. It was a box with a lot of mean women. When they saw me, they saw an appearance because, mind you, I didn't go in there like I was a victim. I still went in there kind of cute. So the women looked at me like, you know, some of them wouldn't talk to me because they didn't know, you know, I guess I came off stuck up or whatever, but they don't know I just had been through probably worse than what they had been through, you know. It was rough for my kids. My daughter wouldn't eat. I have my 15-year-old now. She still battles with it. Doctor even put her, they had to like stay out of school. It's moments to where my 15-year-old now, she's on 504 plan where for depression. I'm here with her. I homeschool now my 6-year-old because what happens to that is a PTSD thing, and anything that triggers it, it's bad. So my kids are also, my girls are dealing with it as well now. But the 3 months we stayed there, I had a friend. I met her through modeling. Her and her husband went. They told us not to go back to our apartment, but my kids were so uncomfortable in that environment. It was like jail, prison. I never went to jail. I never want to go. But it was one room with a little bed on the side and another bed, and it was just like hollow. So they went, they got my kids comforters, her and her husband. They just took their laptops, you know, things to make the shelter feel like home. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
My mom was a principal. She had money, whatever. She still couldn't do nothing about it. Nobody in our family could know where we were. We could not contact anybody at that moment. He told me, he said, I should have killed you a long time ago. He said, and then let me tell you something else. He said, if you call the police, he said, first, I'm not scared of the police. He said, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill myself. Then who the police gonna come get?
That's
so
terrible.
I was so afraid. I couldn't even, I was scared to turn around. Do you understand? So I had to go to the doctor. They put me on. I was on antidepressants. I was on anxiety medicine. I was on Lexapro. I was on Klonopin. I was on my blood pressure. I started blood pressure medicine. My doctor said, you're not going to make it to the age of 50. He said, the way your body is declining, you're not going to make it to the age of 50. My anxiety was so bad that it felt like I was having seizures. I would have tingling, numbness. All of this was going on at that time. So I called my sister, my mom. I had my sister, she's 34. We're 7 years apart. I'm the oldest. And she said, I called her and I was done. I said, Jerica, if she wouldn't answer, I probably wouldn't be sitting here now. I said, he gonna kill me anyway. I might as well do it myself. I was like, she said, what are you saying? I said, I can't stay here anymore. I said, because I'm afraid. I'm trying not to cry. I said, he's going to kill me anyway. I said, so why not go ahead and do it? She said, well, what I'm going to do? She said, what am I going to do if you die? She said, you're just going to leave me? I said, I can't take it. I said, I can't. I said, he's going to kill me anyway. I said, so if I speed up the process, maybe I won't have to go through the bad part of it, you know?
You know, what's really sad is you hear that so much in domestic violence where the dude comes off with the, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill the kids, and I'm going to kill myself, and I ain't scared.
Well,
I mean,
sometimes that happens.
That can happen.
That
but a lot
really
of that
does happen.
Because it's just really screwing
That's a
with
freaking
your
roll of the dice to
emotions.
think, is he playing or is he not playing? Well, I don't want to find out. I want to get out of this toxic, terrible relationship.
Yeah, if I got to go through it anyway, the pain of going through the process, I'm like, let me just go on and help him out, you know? At that point, I was just over it. I was so over it.
No.
And my sister, she just let out this scream that I never heard before or since. And it's like, I had blacked out for a minute because what I was going to do is like, I pulled over. I was in my car. I was just going to close my eyes and just push the gas. I was on the expressway. You know how the expressway have like the little cliffs or kind of where you can kind of, and I was going to probably just, what I was thinking to just push the gas and don't stop and just go straight off. That was
I'm glad you did not do that. I am so thankful and glad you did not do that.
I've never told anybody that but people close to me, but that's where I was. When I heard her cry, it's like I snapped out of it and I just started screaming.
You know, I am so glad that you did not do that. And I hope that that scream let you know that you are loved. Whatever this person or that person made you think that he was the one, he's the only one that loved and cared for you, I am
Yeah, he
so
was like,
glad
"You
you did
ugly.
not
You
do
got
that, because
bigger.
that's
You
not
got
love.
kids. Yeah, nobody's gonna want you. You're a whore. Like if somebody wants you, they're only gonna want sex."
Demeaning things that they say make you feel worthless, when at the same time he's jealous about what potential and what you are, what you have, your abilities and capabilities. And man, I'm so glad that you are through this. And I sending my love and prayers for the children,
Thank you.
because children are innocent. They don't ask for this, but they're always involved or in the between this, and they are affected by this as well. So I'm glad
Yeah.
that they have their mom,
Yes.
not continuing
They
the
are
story
glad.
that mom
Yeah.
couldn't handle it. You're showing your strength. You're doing so much right now, girl. Audience, oh my God, audience. Hey, told you. Charge them
Thank
asses.
you.
The audience is on there. I'm glad you did not. But
Yeah, the
you're
only
coming.
thing, it just made me promiscuous because when he told me I was ugly, I went to different men to see. It made me very promiscuous. I'm not ashamed to say it. I was safe promiscuous, you know. So sometimes, and it God, that's why I said it has to be a guy, because even from that, like I was very, that's I'm talking about, it's some names I can't even remember, but I did that because I felt ugly and I felt like, hey, let me see if what this man thinks of me. I would have one night stands. I would just stack them up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the age
Yeah.
20s
Yeah.
up right before my 30s, because now I'm 40. So it was like, it made me promiscuous. Then after that, I would get in the shower and I just feel so disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After being with those different men, I would just feel horrible.
Well,
So then,
you don't need that validation, and I hope you know that now. You don't need
oh,
the
now I
validation of
do.
no one
I
when you love
definitely,
yourself first. I mean, how can you even give love if you don't love
I
yourself?
don't, and I'm still working on that because my relationships don't last longer than 6 months
So,
because of it.
okay, so from all of that, now coming
Mhm.
through that from him, and then being
Mhm.
promiscuous that away, how did you heal from it? Everyone's process, everyone's method of healing is not the same. How are you healing from this?
Well, can I tell you well, I started after that, after I seen the men and me not feeling emotions after sex with men, like I had no emotions. You know how some people have sexual emotions after? I had no emotions. I didn't want to call them anymore. It was just like it was a hobby or something that I never would have thought I ever would have even, start doing. So I started dating women. In my head, I'm like, I'm not scared anymore when I'm with a woman. Never thought about being with a woman in my life. And it pushed me to try it. And even now to this day, right now I am single, but my last relationship was with definitely a female. I know for some, hey, it may seem, people may, oh, she gay. I don't even clarify or label myself. I'm just more comfortable with women now. I can't say, who's to say I would never be with a man ever again. I can't say that. But now I am single, but I am more comfortable with women. Like I'm not afraid. I don't have the PTSD don't kick in when I'm with a woman. I don't feel like I'm being raped. It's just different. So I know it's an overcoming thing with me, but it's like I had to date the opposite sex to see my worth a little more, if that makes sense.
That's all right.
And I'm still growing to love Shai'Vonne. Like when I do my modeling and stuff, I'm like, wait a minute, this me on this picture? Like I stood up there like that.
Yes,
So
that's
it's
you.
like,
You like, hold on, is that my
yes,
butt? Yep, that's you.
is that me?
tastefully, tastefully exhibiting true beauty and inner strength, girl. I mean, you are. And in a moment, we're going to show a little video clipping. So you'll probably sit back and see these same pictures and going, is that me, girl? Yes, that is you. But listen, I
Man,
want someone to know that if you are experiencing domestic violence, abuse, attempted rape, any of these things, please talk to someone. Pray. Talk to the
please,
Lord. Your
you need a
church.
circle.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, your
You gotta
church,
have
a friend.
people around you, because if you don't, your mind is gonna slip
There are
and you're
so
not
many
gonna
ways
want
to
to be there.
communicate that, listen, if you don't want to just come and say it, write a note, send a message. There's so many ways. You can go to www.victimconnect.org, www.rain.org, and RAIN is RAINN. reign.org. The number to reign.org is 1-800-656-HOPE. And HOPE stands for the numbers 4673. So that would be 1-800-656-4673. You can also go to the domestic abuse hotline, which is 1-800-799-7233. So believe me, there's people out here for you. There's people out here who has been through similar, if not the same things, but we all can come together and make a difference to this here, because it is sad. It is terrible for someone to try to own up, try to control, try to demean, try to hurt and abuse it. Listen, I'm not giving up my gold box unless I want to give up my gold box.
Yes, because it's so golden. Like, oh my
Right,
God.
right, right. I'm like,
Yes,
and I've
yes.
seen too many crazy movies right now. That smooth no, do not tap on my back door when I'm asleep if I say you can't have the gold box. Hello. I know some things. Listen, I know some things. But you are now a beautiful,
Thank
successful
you.
brand ambassador and a model. I want to show this video clip to show people that yes, you can come through. There is sunshine through all of that there. So check
Oh,
out
yes,
this
it
little beauty
is.
right here on the Queen Silvy Show. That's what's up. Woo!
Man. Like, is
Girl.
that me?
Yeah, is that you? Tasteful and very beautiful. I mean, come on, let's
Thank
get
you.
real. You
Thank
could have
you.
been a different type of model. There's all type of modeling out there, and then you have had your hands in on the right type. Including print model, runway
Yes.
model, fashion model. That's what's up. But I will say, then I think the percentage is even more. But 30% of models report some form of sexual harassment. Now, since you've been modeling and showing your tattoos, that's in another secret little place and all that stuff. How do you
Ooh.
handle someone trying to come on at you for their own lustful reasons?
Let me tell you, it's all in how you carry yourself. So now my demeanor is totally different. Okay. So I go in unapproachable. Does that, I don't go in weak.
Right.
So modeling, of course, I get looked at. Girl, you look good, guys,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But when I say they have never crossed the line, because I don't even let them think that they can cross the line. You get what I'm saying? I got
Right.
this different look, like you touch me, I'm gonna
Right.
come up. Listen, we gonna go. Look what they said when we was lit outside to the flagpole. Like, I'm not scared anymore. You get what I'm saying?
Well, how did you
So it's
gain
the
the
authority.
confidence?
I when I walk in a room, I demand a certain type of attention now. Like, I'm gonna let you know, like, you can't just come up to me. I'm not that chick anymore.
So tell me, how did you gain the confidence and the self-esteem to even handle that situation, but let alone to even begin modeling, coming from where the intimacy and the private parts of a woman was bruised and taken over, and now I'm making love to the camera. I'm showing what it is that I need to
Yeah.
show. How is it that you came across being able to confidently do that?
See what happened at 19, 20, 21. We have a mall here, and I was modeling, in that mall at a young age. In high school, I was in the fashion shows. I was on the dance team in high school. I got best dressed senior, who's who. I was Miss ROTC. So coming up in high school, I was always like popular. Okay, so I had watching my mom. My mom used to model for a modeling agency. She was a swimsuit model before she became a teacher and a principal. It was called Brooks International. She did all like the Southern Women shows here. She was a swimsuit model, and she was like the most confident woman I've ever seen in life. My mom getting dressed, doing her hair, even the shows that me and my sister were able to attend. It's like her head was so high, and she always told us if we look down, she'd do us like this. You're beautiful. She always told us that we were beautiful, even if we didn't think we were or whatever. She was gonna tell us that we were beautiful. My mama said, I can wear a paper sack. She'll say it now, and I'm still gonna wear that paper sack, and I'm gonna make that paper sack. It's not the clothes, it's you. Okay. So watching my mother, I had that strong mother that I always saw. But then once I turned 19 and 20 and met my abuser, that's when I went downhill and had to kind of regain what I was taught. You know, because every woman isn't taught like that. So they miss it. Some women start modeling later on because they see something that they think this may be what they want to do. But this has been something that has always been in me. I just stopped. And then when I turned literally 2019, almost took me out again because he took me to court for custody of my 17-year-old. My firstborn now lives with his father, and we have no contact. It hurts me daily, but he turned him against us. So that's what my daughters are dealing with, their brother not being here in the house. So that's still, abuse.
It's still another form where he's trying to control.
Yeah, so 2019, I was going back and forth to court. And at that point, my son had been brainwashed. Now, mind you, our abuser this whole time, my son had to help me. And all of a sudden now, he's with his dad. So 2019 was really, really rough for me and my girls. My daughter stopped eating her teacher's call, so she was just walking around like a zombie. They put her on Zoloft. After a while, I weaned her off. I said, God, if we got to go work out every day, if we got to go, 'cause she's a dancer. Mm-hmm. If I got to go take her to different dances, we're going to get out of this. So mind you, 2019 was just it's going on 3 years, not been that long. And I'm like, God, why don't he just, and I'm going to be honest, I'm in the flesh, okay? I was so angry. I said, I wish he would just die. That's not even nothing I would say. So it broke me down. I had to say, God, forgive me for saying that. Because, we can say things and it brings stuff on us and our kids. But at that moment, I wanted to kill him. Because I'm like, it's 2019. You taking me to court for custody for my child that I've raised, that you've beat up.
Go ahead.
Even now. That's why I'm saying I stopped. So I just started back modeling last year.
Samantha is asking on here, do you or the kids have take counseling or therapy?
Okay, so we were. I recently stopped like 4 months ago because it almost was monotone. Like it was just stagnant. I wasn't progressing mentally. I did wean myself off of my Lexapro. They have other things. I do CBD honey with peppermint teas. I do a lot of natural stuff. I do a lot of chamomile, calming teas. I make a lot of, home remedy things that helps. But I did stop the counseling because maybe it was not, I guess I got to kind of weed out. That was my first time going to counseling because, you're told if you go to counseling, you're crazy, especially my background with my mom being who she is. Now she's over the whole city from where I am, the school system. So, hey, this is Miss Richardson's daughter. She has to be a certain way.
Smooth, you had something sent in?
Yeah, we have a couple of things that have come in. This came in a little while ago. Donna says, proud of your strength that you're giving me. Oh.
Thank you.
Hey, that's
and
what's up.
Beverly said, speaking about that takes bravery, good for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, yes.
Yep, you've inspired a couple of women. Thank you.
Absolutely. We all must come together. I'm telling you, be
Thank
strength
you.
and overcome all of this here. But, you're a beautiful girl. You're doing things. You know what you want now. You're on your own path now. How would you even describe your personal style?
Oh, you know what? It's so funny. My mom calls me RuPaul.
What?
I am such a drag queen. Oh my God. I am so extra. Like my personality personality, you wouldn't even know I went through any of that. And I've been like that since I was a little girl. So I thank God so much. And then I'm a Zumba instructor at Riviera Fitness, and my classes are completely full. You know why?
Right.
I can dance, but it's like, I think I make those. They don't even know what I went through, but when I go in there, I'm just, ooh.
All right.
And I'm so extra. I even walk in the gym and they just stop.
Oh, you bring the energy.
Man, what? One of the personal trainers, he was like, you know what? You know why your class is full? Because one day I had a day, thinking about my son. And he pulled me to the side. He said, because you are who you are. He said, don't change who you are. He said, that's why your classes are full. I'm talking about you can't even get in the door in Zumba. They want to come in there because maybe Miss Shay, but
girl, you must be moving and dropping it like it's hot, like kabam.
Yeah, listen, like it's lukewarm.
Okay, all right. You better stop for that titty pop out right now and hit the screen. Look at you.
I still got the Megan Thee Stallion knees, but they're not a stallion. They're like semi-stallion. You get it?
Right. You didn't hear what I said a few minutes ago, though, Shai'Vonne. I was like, you was like, ooh, the power. I said, you better stop for that left titty pop out. And
I know,
just go
right?
hit somebody and stuff. I'm like,
It's
girl.
it's just a titty. I mean, I'm sure they see titty.
Right. You say it's mine.
We came in the world naked. So, hey,
right. And that's one of the best ways to be free and let it all hang out.
Yes, that's me. That's me. So my personality, I think, man, and so many of my friends, you would think that what I've been through with like block, my friends literally call me when they're down just to laugh.
Well, that's all right.
Because they know I'm going to say something crazy.
That's all right. If that's what's needed to do, then you are the one for that. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird. It's weird that
right.
I'm the one that been through the most, but I'm the one that makes them cheer them up.
But you know what? Modeling isn't all either with you because you've done numerous movies, have some movie credits. So of the movies that you've done or have not done, what type of roles do you prefer to play?
So let me tell you, Miss Queen Silvy, listen to this. I went to a movie audition in 2005.
Okay.
I went for the salon worker. I worked in a salon for 6 years. I did hair for a while. Got burned out, but I still, can do hair. How you doing? How you doing? Okay. Right. But got burned out. So I was like, I'm going to be a salon worker or whatever. They had the roles on the paper. So I go in, audition. Okay. I'm thinking, okay, did my thing, leave. They do the callbacks. So I get a call, ring. Hey, Shai'Vonne, how are you? This is
Oops.
This is Wolf Show Entertainment. We want you to know you made the movie. But we have something to say. I said, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're too exotic for that role. I said, huh?
What?
You're too exotic. You giving us video vixen vibes. I was like, what do you mean? I can't be the salon worker? No, we want you to be the one of the pimps girls, the main girl, Candy Cane. And we want you to come down the pole and you know what? I'll take it. Every movie that I've done, I'm the one pouring the water in between my breasts. I was on tour for a stage play, a major stage play. The director is from Florida, Miami, and it was a tour. And I got chose. I was the big sister that was a lesbian. I went for another role, and I was the sister, but I played a 19-year-old, and I was 36. People think I'm so much younger. I had pigtails, and I was the teenager, the party.
Look at you. Okay.
Hey.
So listen.
Even with that, all the roles that now I've gotten used to them. I go for a certain role, but hey, the look.
You know what I'm thinking is, and Queen, you mentioned it, is sex sells, right?
Oh, definitely.
And so she's playing the sexy part. Once you put those things on YouTube and you hit 1 million views, you get $1,000. So where's your grand?
See, I need to try that.
So where's?
Your pictures alone is worth 1,000 and more.
They need to cough up some change to you.
Right.
Hey, this that wink after the show.
Right. You are your own brand before you are a brand ambassador. You know, you
Yes.
represent yourself, and you're representing it well. I mean, if you got it, you got it, right? I mean, do what you
Thank
got to
you. At
do,
40, like I'm
right?
listen.
Well,
I
you
don't
keep
care
on. You
anything
know
about
what?
it.
You need to
22
stop. Wait
years.
a minute. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. You know you say this. Oh, and I'm 40 because I did this in my
Because to
30s.
play, if you know the roles that I have to play, the roles of people that, when they write their parts, they're like 21. But I'm sitting here. They asked me one time, did you put 1981? You put 1981 on your, when I put, you have to fill out the paperwork. I said, that's how old I am. They said, are you serious? Like the directors be like, what? I'm like, what I've been through with domestic, that's how I know it's God. The reason I look like this.
That's what's up. It's a gift, and it is a blessing
It's a
that
gift.
you are.
It's just in me.
It really
It's
is.
just,
It really is. And see, you're using that beauty because, like Smooth said, sex sells. You can look at the commercials. They use sex, entice sex to sell even a bar of soap. You are
yes.
represent brand ambassadors represent an organization or a business.
Listen, you about to make me like I told somebody I can sell a fingernail off of you just put it in between here, a candle. It's a
Right?
candle holder. And you
Right?
just light it.
Well, where is your calendar at? You should have a calendar, and each month you are exhibiting something straight up.
Something
And
different.
and
And great idea.
but you're currently a brand ambassador representing two companies. One is the
Hmm.
local black-owned water company called
Yes.
Revolution.
Revolution water.
Revolution.
It's
Tell
one
me
is
about that.
artesian water and it's in aluminum bottles. And it's not much water in aluminum bottles. A lot of people don't know that plastic, if it's left in heat or any warm environments, it can contaminate the water.
Mm-hmm.
So her name is Alicia Shaw, the founder of Revolution Water, and she wanted to come up with a concept with a more prestigious, tasteful, elegant looking. It's in an aluminum bottle, and it's beautiful. The bottle itself is just like I feel like Vanna White when I'm holding it. Like,
So it's local in your area, but is it
it's
available?
around, like, yes, because
Okay.
I think she did how you do the water take you go in different states and stuff. Yes, but she's originally from here. So it is definitely worldwide. She's just most of her people, she's from here. Her ambassadors starred, and most of them are here.
Representing. That's what's up, girl. I'm
Yes,
loving it. And you don't
definitely.
stop there either because you're also the brand ambassador for MTM Modeling Magazine. And
Yes,
and you
yes,
know
Miss
who
Follette.
who
I
better
love
can
her. I
say
met her through my makeup artist,
oh, that's what's up.
Latoya Nicole, my
People put
best
people
friend. And
Lord put people in your path for many reasons, and
yes,
Queen Follette Clark is the founder of MTM Modeling Magazine, and who better to tell you about MTM Modeling Magazine than the Queen herself? So check this
yes.
out and learn and find out more about MTM Modeling Magazine right here on the Queen Silvy Show.
Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you, Queen Sylvie and Smooth Tim, for inviting me to your beautiful show, The Queen Silvy Show. Woohoo! My name is Follette Clark. I am the founder of MTM Modeling Magazine, a fashion entertainment publication based out of North Carolina. I wanted to give you a little bit of background about how MTM was born. 2015, I became a model manager for a record label. And after a while, I said, okay, if I could do it for them, I need to do it for me. So in 2017, Montreal's Modeling Management was born. Yes, a lot of M's, but it's a reason. It's dealing with my grandchildren and me. It's a story behind that, which I can't explain in another video. But during this time, I was able to recruit opportunities for the models to be in photo shoots, fashion shows, other publications, brand ambassador opportunities. Um, June 2019, MTM Modeling Magazine was born. First release. Very excited, very happy. But here comes COVID 19. It changed the game. So everything stopped. Fashion shows and photo shoots because, we didn't know what was going on. And so I decided just to sit back and concentrate on the magazine. With this publication, we provide readers with inspirational stories, not from only models, from artists, from book authors, you name it, that provide information such as sexual abuse, domestic violence, self confidence levels, depression, you know, weight issues, you name it. It's not only for models, we featured many people. It provides readers this this way of saying, "Wow, they're going through that." Many stories I've heard, and I'm like, "Wow, I can really relate." So the mission of the publication is to inspire others, you know, men and women, not just women, but, incorporate men because men go through things. They go through domestic violence and stuff. But I want you to please visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under MTM Modeling
I love
Magazine.
it.
And I want to give a proud shout out to my brand ambassadors. I love them. I love them. We have Adrienne Brunt. We have Kendra Thompson, Barbie Fish, Shai'Vonne Webster, Nikki Jackson, and Connect Ross. Thank you, ladies. I love y'all. And again, thank you, Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, for inviting me. Be blessed, strength, and perseverance, and take care. Thank you.
I love it. Oh my gosh, you're so
There you have it. The founder of MTM Modeling Magazine, the one and only Queen Follette Clark. Ooh, I love her too.
sweet. Me too. Oh my God.
That's what's up.
Yes.
And so she
Definitely.
gave some shout outs, and I was going to say, the world filled with some phenomenal women, some phenomenal
Yes.
queens doing some things. And I'm going to give you the platform to give some shout outs to any of the ones that you want to represent strength and success.
Me personally, I'll say as far as I'm actually just learning the girls. We all kind of came in together. They're in different states, but we do the with Miss Follette. She's very verbal and get us together on different on chats and videos. So we're learning each other. We have another one. Actually, like I was telling you, my makeup artist, Latoya Nicole, she introduced me to Miss Follette. So she's my best friend as well. And we do a lot of modeling here together. But she's definitely my best friend and makeup artist. So shout out to Latoya Nicole. I appreciate you so much for introducing me to Miss Follette. And then because, and like I told her, it was God that put it on her to introduce me. Because some people forget, like, okay, well, they introduced me to them. No, if it was God put it on their heart or on their spirit to introduce you, that's how it's always God. It's never a person, and that's how I look at things. So I thank God for putting it in my best friend's spirit to, call Miss Follette and say, hey, I got somebody that I want you to meet. And it just went from there. And then my baby sister, my sister that I told you that if she wouldn't have answered the phone, I probably wouldn't have been sitting here to hear that scream that she did a long time ago when I said I may as well do it myself, to hear her say, what I'm going to do without you. Okay, that was my first baby because we're 7 years apart again.
Amen.
So I took care of her. So definitely for God letting her answer the phone that day.
That's what's
That's
up.
that's it.
Well, listen, before we go, I do want to give a shout out to Smash Brothers Radios because you are on their platform representing your hot show that's every first and third Friday evening. Conversations with Coco.
Conversations with Coco
Yes.
Japan.
And notice we didn't say con, we said CUM. What? Hello. Tell us about your show.
Boring.
What can people expect on your show?
Oh, look at that, hands tied. I am so open. Like, oh my God, you just don't know my imagination. I am a artist when it comes to sex. And it's so funny that, you know, I have to keep it radio friendly, but you can talk about sex. I'm deep, I'm a Scorpio as well. So, but my personality, everything about me is deep. So anything I touch is deep. I'm a deep person. That's why I can't date, because people be trying to stop me.
That's
You
all
see
right.
those hands? You see how I'm tied up? I'm dominant. I'm very dominant. I am, oh my God. Like,
Give me
I
a
can't
subject. Tell me something that you guys hot that you talked about on your show.
So we did, my last show was forbidden fruit, right? So we I have a pimp on the show, which we did movies together. So he dresses up as a pimp. But we were like, basically, we described a woman as a watermelon. And I asked him, what does he get? You know, the watermelon inside is pink and juicy, right? Oh my God.
Go with it.
It's just, my mind just went something. Ooh, God. Like, you just don't know. Talking about it gets me. Give me a second.
Look at you, hot girl.
The bottom of the watermelon is hard. And I was just asking him, how do you get to a woman with that exterior and then she's soft and pink in the inside? And, you know, we just talked about fruit, just how you use fruit. Some people aren't open-minded with sex. So I said, hey, you know, when I give them like some pointers on sex or what to do, because I have a lot of married couples who can't keep their husbands, and their husbands calling me like, I need y'all women. And that's what my rationale behind my show was. Like, I need to tell y'all what y'all need to do.
Okay.
If y'all riding it and want to get up and start, you know, and sit back on it. Because I asked somebody, you don't know what you taste like? She was like, no. I said, but you've been married for 12 years and you think your husband's not cheating? She was like, no. I said, he is. He definitely is. Because if you're not getting up off of it and sitting back on it, and how are you married?
I know what that and if you're not
and you get what I'm saying. I don't want to say what I want to say.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is, I enlighten people on, even with the fruit. I said, put it in between your lover's toes. You know what I'm saying? Wait till they get out the shower, though. Make sure those toes are clean.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Because I love licking. I like using my mouth.
I'm glad to hear you. I'm glad to hear you scaled it down from the watermelon. That's a little scary. No, where are you planning on putting that? No, you ain't putting that watermelon there. No, you ain't.
I love it though. You know, there's a lot of people out here who are going through issues sexually and personally, and is missing out on a lot of fulfillment. So, you know, one way that doesn't work for another may work for another.
It may work for you.
That's
and you
right.
have different fetishes.
That's
so
right.
I want to cover all that. Like, just because you're married to a person, you need to find out what their fetish is. Find out what they like. Don't be closed-minded, especially in marriage.
Right. You're
That's
missing
why
out.
I'm not in married, because at this point, I get bored easily. And
well, you must be creative and always be inventive and never stick with just what
never
in a book.
stick
okay,
with,
I'm gonna just tell you that.
I know a lot of people with foot fetishes that would love to eat fruit, but you know, and that's what I was doing. I was kind of telling different fruits that would fit between toes. You know, different fruits that you can cut, slice, like kiwi. You know, you can lay it flat, make your lover lay on their stomach and cut the kiwi and lay it behind the kneecaps. You know, it's sensitive spots all over. It's so much you can do with fruit.
Just for the record, some is going to the fruit, but you know, use your imagination. If you don't want to use fruit, there's so many other things you can play, tantalize, and do what you need to do to get to that point.
God. All you got to do is start at the ankles. Well, if you start licking from the ankles, you don't have to have fruit or anything. You could turn a person out if you want that person.
Somebody gonna be in trouble today because you is just like sizzling and talking that stuff. Hey, conversations with Coco Japan.
CUM.
How can they check it out and even check up and get caught up on some of your other episodes?
Yes, so Conversations with Coco Japan, and then I'm a co-host on the Triple Threat Show, which we bring in like artists, you know, entrepreneurs, different things, and that's on Fridays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. My show is at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, so you can
and for good reason. You gotta have that late at evening. You can't bring that in. That's what's up.
After hours when your kids go to sleep,
right?
Those 6 tips. Right. So on Smash, it's Smash Bros Radio. It's all together. It's SMASH B as in Bob ROS Radio. It's all together on Facebook, and I go live, well, from the homepage. So every Friday at 8 p.m. That's Triple Threat Show, but my sex show, Conversations, my very own show with me and Mr. Teddy Long. He said his name is Teddy Long, and it's long not because of his legs.
Okay, all right.
That
Okay. Denise was asking, do you do demonstrations on your show?
I'm going to start doing demonstrations, but I definitely, I'm getting into it because the fruit, the whole time I was talking, I was just, and even how to be sexually, you got to have sexual etiquette. You can be etiquette in different ways, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you want to entice your mate, even if y'all sitting watching a movie. It's things you can do. You can start licking fruit and just looking at it's just different things. And on my show last time, I was like demonstrating how you're supposed to eat fruit delicately and sexy while gazing. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm going to have some different stuff and different people. Like this week's show is going to be a treat.
All right.
So I'm not going to say what it is because I want them to tune in. But
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I
yes,
know some people that's like, the cost of food is up high. It might not be fruit he gonna get, but
it might not be fruit. And if y'all want to use smoked sausage or whatever, just make sure it's cooked. You get what I'm saying?
I'm
Make
like,
sure it ain't
take
too
this
hot.
piece of
But baby,
toast.
you better use that smoked sausage. Do you hear me?
Yeah, smoked sausage. Yeah, I love it. That's what's up. So listen, look. We can go on and on any
Yes.
subject that we tapped on today because you are so full of greatness, doing so many things. I love your
Thank you.
purpose. I love your passion, your sexuality, and everything. But we're going to continue that on the next time. Tell everybody,
Yes.
if you will, how you can be followed. Well, first of all, is there anything that you want to add? Anything you want to say? Anything I didn't say?
I do want to thank you all for having me. I was so nervous at first, but once I get in the groove, I'm in there.
Right. It's no
I'm
need.
in
We're
there.
just talking.
I'm in there. And I want to definitely thank again, Latoya Nicole, my best friend / makeup artist, for introducing me to Miss Follette with MTM Modeling Magazine and getting me this great interview with the Miss Queen Silvy, like on the Silvy Show. Like, that's what I want to say. I want to thank you for letting me share my story because I've never shared it. And for the person that asked about therapy, I think today was a start. This
that's
is my
a great
therapy.
thing.
This
That
will
is
be
so
my
great.
therapy.
And I do appreciate
I was going to thank you. I was going to ask that question, and that just answered it. Is how are you dealing with it? And you said self-therapy, getting out and talking about it. Good for you.
Right.
Yes,
You'd be surprised. It helps so many, and you have made such a difference today. I'm very honored to have you on the show. Girl, yes, we must do this another time. And just talk about your show. Hello. We're gonna bring some fruit and some toast. We're gonna see what you can do with that toast.
Fruit
Right.
and toast, and we can have some red wine.
That's right.
And drop the fruit in the wine.
So tell everybody how you can be followed on social media.
Okay, so since my the 2019 court thing, I been off Facebook since 2019. So but through the radio station, you go follow the Smash Brothers radio page.
Mm-hmm.
You will always see me on there on Fridays. First and third Friday, or again on the other show, the Triple Threat Show at 8 p.m. on every Friday. And then my IG is Coco_Japan. I'm gonna spell that for you.
Okay.
It's COCOA_JPAN without the A. So
Right.
again, it's COCOA, J as in Jack, P as in Paul, AN, and that's my Instagram. I haven't made a TikTok yet. I'm getting there. I'm
You
just
so damn
now-
busy. How can you get your girl?
There you go.
You're doing so much. Look at so much. You ain't got time for all of that. You're at the point now where
know.
you need to just have your own crew. Your publicist, your accountant
Look at
person,
that.
to just
I love the sound
handle
of that.
all of that stuff for you.
I never would have thought that far because, like I said, when you go through things, you just cut things off.
Take each day as it come. Make the most of each day. Keep on bringing positiveness, beauty, make a difference, setting that example and legacy for your beautiful children. When it comes to your son, don't even worry about it. He's going to get to an age where he'll be able to make his own mind up. Everything
That's what
that you do is
saying.
leaving a legacy so he can say, yes, my mom is beautiful. Yes, she is strong. We who doesn't know someone that's went through the custody battle of all of this stuff and the attention?
Man.
So just hold strong with that. You got that.
Thank
Just like
you.
you got
I needed to
everything
hear
else,
that.
you got
Thank
that.
you.
And I thank you for taking the time being on the show. We most definitely going to connect again and take it to another level. How about that?
Yes, up a couple notches.
We're going to take it to
With
another
the fruit,
level.
with the fruit between the toes.
Okay. All right. It might be at
Hey,
11
when I
p.m.,
said that on
but
the show, they was like between the toes. Listen, don't judge me.
all right. All right, Miss Shai'Vonne. I appreciate you so much. And you will definitely hear some more things from the Queen Silvy Show in connection with you, as well as
Thank
MTM
you, and
Modeling
I
Magazine.
appreciate you guys
All
again
right,
so
audience,
much for
give it
letting
up.
me.
Thank
I'm
you.
able to breathe now.
Thank you very much, my beautiful queen. We'll be in touch with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It is a terrific Tuesday here on the Queen Silvy Show. Woo, it's hot. I see smoke all around because I'm going to tell you, if you don't know, now you do know that Shai'Vonne Webster don't play. She keeps it real beautiful, doing some great things, making a difference, inspiring. Yes, inspiring in any way she can, because she can do that.
Yes.
And she does. That's what's up. Follow her. Check out her show. Ooh, I'm going to check out her show. Conversations.
Conversations.
Come. Smash Brother Radio.
Conversations.
Yes.
I was like, oh, okay.
Come. We're going to stop. Let me just get a hold of myself. Ooh, you know why?
Behave yourself.
That's
Beautiful.
right. Because SILVYAMID, the fun word guessing game, is coming up next. This is the last Tuesday in the month of March. So someone on that list who have played the game, who has the most words guessed in 60 seconds, is going away with all that cash for the month of March.
Here.
So while Tim gets the connection going, allow me to give some shout outs, because no, you thought I forgot to give shout outs. No, I did not. I am definitely going to represent MTM Modeling Magazine with Queen Follette Clark, Kendra Thomas, Adrian Brunt, Shai'Vonne Webster, Nikki Jackson, Kennette Rawls, and Rashida Williams. Beautiful women, beautiful queens, making a difference, doing some great things. Shout out to you. Shout out to Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Casey and Corey, Patinio, Joan Mercer, Queen Aaliyah, Asia, Maya, Tay, Camille. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jonathan Jr., my Grand Prince Omari. Shout out to you, and Tyron Jr. Shout out to you. Shout out to Cynthia and LP. Shout out to Queen Sonia, Queen Kaki, Queen Shanika, Queen Brianna, Queen Alana, Queen Precious. Shout out to you. Shout out to Kelly and Ryan and the All-American Boys. Pat, Wilhelm McGiffin, shout out to you. Shout out to Tracy and Matt and the All-American Girls. Shout out to C. Shorty, Franklin, Pamela Anderson, Pam Bailey, Gold Rosa, Renita Easley. Beautiful queens making a difference, doing some great things. I am honored to represent you. All the way from Africa, we have Amy Kanima. From Johannesburg, South Africa, we have Webster Video, Hostile Flow. From the Kingdom of Tonga. You know who that is, right? Oblivion, a hot rapper. He's also on the city board over in the Kingdom of Tonga. They are recuperating, getting things back from this tsunami. Is that what they had?
Tsunami.
Tsunami. I'm hungry. You know I'm hungry. Tsunami, salami. Yes, he is. Doing some great things too much.
Then they had an earthquake or something else screwed up really bad.
Then COVID finally hit, because they were one of the
yeah, they got triple
never
whammy.
had COVID.
Yeah, they got triple whammy.
So
like
someone came over and brought that over there to them, but nevertheless, our hearts and prayers go out to everyone over there as well. Shout out to my beautiful queens, my friends over in the United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, Kay Cross. Shout out to you. Serious Edition, hey, shout out to you, as well as from the Netherlands, Edith Verhoek. We love shouting you out. I don't care where you are in the world. We will represent and shout you out numerous times a week. Simply send us your contact information to queensylvy@comic.com. Go to the website, thequeensylvyshow.com, or wherever you are viewing or listening to this. You can pop it in the comment section, and Smooth will get that out to us. So, how about SILVYAMID? Has our contestant come in?
no, they have not come in yet, so I don't know.
Well, if you know, like I know, on Tuesdays especially, I am fasting. Just had 1 cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
Afternoon comes, Queen is ready to eat. Okay, say the word smash. I said smash brothers, now I'm about to smash eat, because I am very hungry. I'm going to give just a few more moments for our contestant to come in. If the contestant does not come in, which is, sometimes they get nervous. Sometimes
I'll tell you
they're
what, until
apprehensive.
then, tell us
Then
how
we
you
have
can be
someone who will
followed,
be
Queen.
in touch.
How can
With
someone
them. They
who
can
is
get on for next month.
someone who is fallen in love with you in the show today, how can they follow you, Queen?
get shot. No, I'm just.
I don't mean like folly,
just-
like a stalking type thingy, you know.
But yes, you can
That's a
follow
little
Queen
weird.
Silvy on any of the platforms out there. You can simply Google Queen Silvy, the Queen Silvy Show. You most definitely will find me, aside from being on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, all of those things. I am available. I am always here for you. In fact, if you are watching this live and enjoy this show, listen, we love and appreciate you. And if you're watching this later in the archive, listen, our love is everlasting. We love and appreciate you as well. Smooth, how can you be followed?
Absolutely. Well, you can follow me on all the social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Again, the easiest way to keep up with everything that we're doing is go to our YouTube channel. And what is it? In the search bar, right, Queen? Type in The Queen Silvy Show, and you'll get all kinds of content. And again, while you're there, please subscribe.
Hey, that's what's up. Well, I do want to say, too bad for the contestant who did not call
It's
in and get a
snooze, you
chance
lose.
to win. That's right.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
I have down from looking at all the other contestants for the month of March, doing the letter R in 60 seconds, naming as many words with the letter R from the United Kingdom. We have Jay Smith, who did 32 words. Congratulations to you, Jay Smith. You are the winner for March SILVYAMID, the fun word guessing game, and you have some cash coming right to you because we deliver no matter where you are in the world today. You can come aboard and play this game. It's totally free. Matter of fact, while you're there, join the Queen Silvy Show Friends Club. Matter of fact, while you're doing that, if you have not,
You know what I'm
go to
thinking?
YouTube, and he cut me again.
I'm sorry. I apologize. But if he would send us round trip tickets, we'd deliver it personally.
You deliver them personally. I'm not leaving the United States. Not right now, buddy.
I'll get you your $20
And I
prize
see
for
you when
round
I
trip
see you
tickets.
because I'm not going to even do that thing at all. But,
No, I don't think I want to travel either.
well, why did you say that? Because you know I'm not. I can electronically send you whatever I need to send you wherever you are.
At the speed of light.
Damn, bet you can. But you know, it is what it is. But also go to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the Queen Silvy Show. Spread the word to do that. We gladly appreciate it. We share so much there that we don't always share here live on the show, and go and get yourself caught up on all the great shows from the Now You Know show, which is every Thursday. Tomorrow is Smooth Show. Tim's Tidbits with special co-host Larry E. all the way from Texas. That's going to be good. I know there's some good things stirring up for you. Try,
All kinds of interesting things in the
Right,
world, isn't
I
there?
always try to get him to spill the beans, but he's
Spill
not
the
spilling
beans?
no beans or anything.
What?
Like, what am I in store for? What can I
We
look
might
forward
talk
to?
about, the rocket that they tested over in North Korea. Everybody's not paying attention to that, but a couple days ago, and then Kim Jong-un did this really slick video like he was on, you gotta Google it, because, I mean, the video's funny. It's like he's in, what is that, Tom Cruise type shit. It's funny. But anyhow,
It's going to be interesting. It's
or
gonna be
we might
interesting.
talk about the first transgender judge ever being appointed to federal court. That's in California. Or we might talk about.
Go with this. We might. Okay.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that you could talk about.
Well, you know what?
Not
Tune
everyday
in.
stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about
They talk about some real
off
good-
direction from all this everyday shit you get bombarded with.
Well, tune in because it's a wonderful Wednesday with the Tim's Tidbits with special co-host Larry E. from Texas. And you can come aboard, share your opinions, and enjoy the greatness tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do check your time zones as well as tune in to Thursday. I know
It
you
gets
want to
better.
say something. I see.
I knew it was going to get better because it gets better every day. It gets better. And then we come up to Thursday, and it's the highlight of the week, and why?
Because I said so. The Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. It's also in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing encouraging, inspirational, and even funny segments from the heart. Great people doing some fantastic things. You do not want to miss that. As well as the cartoon that Smooth and my Tim as cartoon characters in. We will be showing episode 19?
18.
Episode
think.
18 or 19. If I had both,
Maybe it
I'd
might
share
be
them
19.
both.
Oh, it is 19 now, isn't it?
So you're in for a treat the rest of the week. We aim to bring the best of live entertainment talents and topics from around the world and resources just for you. So our contestant never turned in, so it goes to whomever is in lead, and that is Jay Smith
Jay
out of
Smith.
United Kingdom. You are the winner.
How many
for
words
March.
did you say?
32 words beginning with the letter R. So, hey, how good are you? Get yourself connected. Hit me up and get on board, too. We love paying it forward and giving it away. And right now, I love to go and get something to eat. So,
We can do that. I guess until next week, same Queen time, same Queen station. Everybody just enjoy this little public service announcement, and we'll holla.
for your dog, then see Yitka, owner at Vita Canis, specializing in aromatherapy products for dogs and their owners. Here at Vita Canis, we help you to naturally and organically improve the health and happiness of your dog. Check out the website, www.vitacanis.co.uk. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook.